friends, welcome back to Bella and Craft Studio. I want to continue in my sublimation journey experiment here, and I want to try out some more things, and along the way I want to go ahead and start making some things with the sublimation prints that I use. Okay, so I have a stack. I got everything where I need it to be. I have another one. I have my printer set up where I can go ahead and print some more if I need to. It's everything's right in hand. Okay, this was a little bag. It was given to me. Maybe given to me, or I got it at somewhere, maybe a garage sale. I can't remember, but it's so cute. It says "Smile, or God loves you." Forgive me, but it was a bag, and I thought I'm going to use the other side. I'm going to keep this one now, but I want to use this other side to see if canvas bags do well, and I'm sure they do. But it didn't have what type of material it was, so still experimenting. And as I go along, I will continue to see, um, discover different materials that I can use in my journals. Okay, so again, I'm going to set these things aside here. I'm not going to use this today. I'm going to put this right here. I printed off some. I've got lots of good stuff here. Move everything out of the way here. I printed off some black and white lined designs here. I want to try some of these with the colored fabric now. With these, it already has color, but I want to see what it would look like with just the black and white line, with the color of the fabric popping through, and what I can make with them. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to put these all aside. I have some more to be ready to be printed out. Put this right here. I'm going to pull in my ironing board and my iron. I'm going to turn my iron on, or my easy press. If I'm bumping the camera, forgive me. Small space, lots of crafting ideas. All right, making sure I got y'all in good view here, where you can see every bit of goodness I'm making. Put my mat, my heat press mat on there. So I think I can gauge that fairly well, where y'all can see that, where I'm going to put everything where it needs to go. And I think I'm going to pull in some more. I had some parchment I used on the last video, but I'm going to use fresh parchment. Remember, I want two, because I want one on the bottom and then one on the top. Okay, and I'm going to put it around because it's kind of rolling around a bit. And let's see. Let's try some of this. All of this fabric, it was either given to me or I found at garage sales, I found at Goodwill. I cannot tell you where I get this, but I will tell you that I will try it to see. Okay? Now, with this, forgive me if I'm off the camera here. This is the right side, and that's the wrong side. And I know that because of the press on that, and or the roll, the hem. I'll get it right. Because my heat press is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick little press here. Bear with me. Get it together here. And I'm going to try to utilize good space here, where y'all can get in. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. Here is my, this is on sublimation paper. Go ahead and put this here. Make sure I'm pretty straight here. You can make tags. I'm thinking about doing tags. I'm thinking about so many things that you can make with this. But bear in mind when you put these down, make sure that they are fairly straight if you're going to use them for tags, if you're going to use them for covers, for just any kind of ephemera that are going in your journals. So, okay, heard my beep on my press. And I'm going to go further up this way and hit my timer. Now, I don't know what this fabric is. I don't know if it's going to work. It didn't, I don't, when I have it, I don't know if it's cotton or whatever. I'm just going to use it and see what happens. I pray each and every one of you are doing well. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and that you go over to the website and sign up for the subscription on the subscription page, because that's where you'll get notified when I launch the product store. Almost there. Okay. Go up. Make sure I'm pretty centered in there. Okay. Now I'm doing 400 degrees at 60 seconds. Seems to be the sweet spot there. Sorry I'm quiet. I'm sitting here looking at this. So my idea with these, to use them and just put all, I mean, you can do so much. I have so many great ideas that I just can't get them all out my head. But you can use them in your journals. Um, and as I get a lot of my get the products on the website and get ready for launch, I want to share those with you. Okay. See what this did. These are hot. Oh, lovely. Don't throw those away. See how the yellow came out of the bottom of it, and there's little spots in. That's okay. It's aged. All right. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to move it up. Put another one on there. All right. And I'd like to hear what you all would do with something like this. If you had sublimation prints like these, what would you use them for? Would you use them for your journals? Would you use them for other crafting? Let me know in the comments section below what you would use them for. All right, these are already ready to go. All right, so what I am doing then, I'm making sure I have some space in between there. And I'm over here so I can be able to. So I'm utilizing the space I have for this, and I'm hitting the button. So I'm not wasting fabric is where I'm getting at. Now, with this lined pattern, like I mentioned, you can go freestyle on your embroidery machine or on your sewing machine if you have one, and just kind of fill in with thread. Hand embroidery. Just so many things that can be done. So many. I like to experiment with things. I like to experiment with, I don't know, push more pressure on there. I like to experiment with different things and see what works and what doesn't work. If it doesn't work, no harm done. But at least you know. That's the joy of finding things out, right? All right, so without moving it, I'm going up, I'm going over, and we're going another 60 seconds. And I'll be working on trying to get a pressing board because this ironing board for this type of product or craft, it's going to need a bigger board. I made one, but I would prefer to use it for my quilting and stuff like that, but I may make one for just in here. But this ironing board does fairly well. See what we got here. You can kind of see up here, see where it went through pretty well. Okay, let's see what we got. All right. Oh, that did very well. Now, if you look at these, took the ink very, very well. This one was a little bit darker, okay, whenever I printed it out from the design. I went in and I designed these from Canva, and therefore this one here then didn't have the darker lines. So that's something you may want to consider when you make yours. But these right here will be perfect for kits, junk journal kits and things like that I will be putting on the website there. And I am going to move this over. Forgive me. Get this here. And we're going to continue pressing on here. All right. I want to say welcome to all new subscribers. If I haven't done that already, please forgive me. You are very welcome here at Bell and Craft Studio, and I would love to hear your crafting favorites. What you like to craft. What is your favorite craft? And let us just something that little tips and tricks that you may have that may help and help and inspire. Forget that out. Others who are maybe a little intimidated about crafting or trying a new craft. Okay, so what I'm doing then, I'm bypassing that hem, and I'm going to put this down, and we're going to rinse and repeat. Make sure I get all that on there. 60 seconds on the timer, and I will go ahead and grab another print. As soon as I'm done, I'm holding pressure here. I don't want to shift and then it gives some ghosting on the print with they're turning out very well. You know, I even thought about you can even do something like this and paint them. Paint the images like coloring and put them in a frame and hang them on your wall. That's really cool. 15 seconds to go. Today we were supposed to get some rain, but the Lord blessed us with some sunshine. I really am enjoying today. Okay, lifting straight up, going across, 60 seconds. And I'm finding that putting pressure, just a slight pressure, if you've ever picked up a brick, like a little terracotta brick or a pot or something, that's about as much pressure as I'm putting on here. Now, there are many ways if you don't have a sublimation printer, and you just have a household printer, use some of the previous techniques and ideas that I gave you and print your own. Same thing. These are just different things that I have that I want to use and put them in the crafting ideas that I have. Sorry, I had to stop and think. All right, lifting straight up, going across. I've got my little holder there. This is, I don't know if you see the steam. This is hot. Woo, honey, it's hot. Pretty. All right, don't forget we're going to be making projects with these, so don't throw those away. All right, so what I'm going to do, so I'm going to come over here. How about, let me press, let me see if I can't. I was thinking what it would look like with color on it. Let's see here. I want to press this just a hair, just a tad. Country talk, hair tad. Okay. I want to see what color might look like. Okay, I'm going to save this one. You know, when you put two colors together, they tend to give a different color. And I'm not laying this down only because this is hot and I just pressed it. So let's see. This might work. Let's see what this one looks like. Hold on. I just want to see what that would look like on here. And these are going to be just little snippets when I make little kits. Okay, put that there where you can buy them. I'll also have some different paper dolls, die cuts, things like that. These take time to do. Have them all ready for you. All you have to do is buy them, have them shipped to you, and create something beautiful. I'd love whenever you do purchase them and the storefronts open, share your projects. I'd love to see them. I do have a specific Facebook page, and it's going to be private. It's not going to let anybody in. As we know, we live in the land of people that aren't very honest, and lo and behold, I can control it better that way. But even tag me over on Instagram. All those links are in the description box below. Show me your crafts. Show me what you make. Old joke we always say, YouTube University. Yep, this is where we learn. Learn and create. All right. Go ahead and put some pressure on that. See what that's going to turn out. Because it was dark, on that yellow, and being that we see the lines here, they turned out pretty vibrant, I would say. I need to make quite a bit of these, And I just want to bring you along as I work and get these things together and share with you what I have discovered. And if you know a really good technique of some sort, share it with us. We're all here together. We're in this crafting community together. We're here to create and inspire and encourage, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. This is hot, so like I said, I don't know if you can see the steam coming off that, but it is really hot. Well, that's not too terrible. You have the black, you have the yellow, and then you have the contrast of the yellow fabric. It took pretty good amount of ink. Very interesting. Okay. I am not mad at that at all. Okay, moving right on, get my words out. Moving right along. Okay, how about I'm going to twist this around here so I don't bump the camera. And let's see. I want to take this like so. I don't want to go off. I don't want to go off the parchment. I'll get it out in a minute. Let's just say we'll just use some of these. How's that? Well, I don't know how yellow, and this might, hey, let's try this. Let's try these sunflowers. What would that look like? Let's see. We're experimenting, right? Okay. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to press this just a little. Put that there. I'm just going to press it. Get some of those wrinkles out. And as you may well see, as I continue to use my heat press, the temp goes down because the fabric is cool. I'm going to make sure that's under there because if I don't have this here, I run the risk of getting sublimation on this and on other projects. I don't want it to kind of mess up and distort anything. So, make sure that's in there. And I thought maybe there was yes, there was a string. I want to get that out of there. Don't want that to kind of inhibit what I was doing. Okay, now parchment. Making sure y'all can see that. You can see that. Okay, and I'm going for 60 seconds, giving it just a little bit of pressure. And let's see what these yellow sunflowers look like on this yellow fabric. And if it doesn't work, no harm done, right? It's just some fabric that I need to use and get these kits done. Lots of different things to do. We occupy until the Lord comes, right? In all things we give him glory, honor, and praise. Do everything as unto the Lord, which means we do everything that honors him. We don't do anything that does not honor him. It all comes to glorify him. All right, lifting up, going over. Make sure I cover that. And 60 seconds, giving it some pressure. Okay. I love this sublimation. It's just so pretty. You can just you might have some red roses or something, but to put it on top of another color fabric, it's a game changer. And if you can tell that the yellow on these flowers really did pop. So this will be interesting to see what these sunflowers that we're doing now is going to look like. I'd be interested to hear if you have did anything like this or if you've experimented. Have you experimented with sublimation? I would really be interested to know. All right, it's a little hot. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty. It's got the polka dots in there. It did have a little hint of green, so that really did pull that color out. I'm pleased with that. Wow. Okay. And then I have this little bit over here. I may go ahead and make some little buttons. Put that one little side right there. That's pretty. Oh, I like that. Okay. Let me get this. And I do appreciate you all coming and stopping by and visiting with me. If you're like me, I like to have my coffee and come in my craft room and just craft, just play. All right. Make sure on these used fabrics that you remove any string or any debris because um, end up end up kind of um, getting in the way there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go for, do I have another one of those sunflowers? Oh man, that was so pretty. Okay, what did I have right there? I just skipped one. Oh, I did it again, y'all. Did I do it? That was two. Okay, that's pretty right there. I'm thinking about that one. I just saw it. Where did that go? I'm going to put these right here. I like this pink. I think this one. This is the one I was thinking about with the yellow and pulling out that pink in the background. Let's see. Let's just see, right? I needed to do these because I need the fabric the um, for the journal kits. I've played with tissue paper and napkin, and now I'm doing. Of course, we all know sublimation does well with fabric, but at the same time, then um, I I want to try different fabrics like canvas, and we're gonna get rid. I'm gonna do that, and I've got some fabric over here that is the gold that I shared with you in the last video. The gold curtain right here. Sorry to be so close, and it really turned out so cute, really pretty with the felt. So pretty. I am going to be making scrapbooking kits as well. So stay tuned to those. And again, for the digitals, if you see a digital you would like it to be printed and sent to you, I will have a way for you to do that as well. So if you don't have a printer and you want it printed, you want something sublimated or something, I'm going every page that something is on is going to link one to the other and help each other out. For example, the digital Bell's Digital Creations. Um, it will offer a place where you can go and buy. Um, sorry, you can go and buy the prints, already prints sent to you. And the digitals, if you happen to buy them, these are not commercially used digitals. So I'm working on license for anyone who buys them for commercial use. I'm working on that as well. But any digital that you may get, it must be used for personal use only and not for resale. Unless you buy the license, and I'm working on that. Okay, wait for it to cool. Ah, the yellow. Did you remember? This was just very faint, but with the yellow. Look at it. It gave it like a orange twinge. This is good. This is good. I like that. Okay, so this side then, I am going to save this side for the buttons that I'm going to be making and tags and stuff. So this is kind of warm, but as you can see here, I did some color and some black and white, which the color that you're putting it on helps to enhance the print a little bit more. I like this. Okay, that's good for that. I'm going to go ahead and fold these. Put this over here somewhere. Let me pull in the canvas that I shared with you earlier. And let's see what we can do with that. And it's old, it's dingy, I get it, but I want to see. And apparently it would work because it already has something on there. I don't know if it's screen printed or what is it, but yeah. Let's see what we got. Let me go find another print. Let me go ahead and I turn around real quick, and I got a print for ready to go. I'm thinking then, let me go ahead and print a black and white really quick. Okay. And it's coming through the printer. Give me a moment. Sure you can hear the printer printing out my prints here. Let's see if that'll work. Let me go ahead and get another color print here. See about maybe I want to try this vintage ephemera that I have for my website here. Give me a moment. It has a, let me get this. Here is this one. Not very big. Little project there. But I'm going to go ahead and print this one here as well. See, almost made a mistake. Okay. Trying to get this in. Well, I'm printing it from Affinity. I have Affinity, the Affinity photo. And there's a way you can print that off from there. And they are vintage tickets. So let me go ahead and do that. I think that this one, I'm going to hold off on this one. I want the vintage tickets for this right here. Let me go ahead. I think I want to trim this right here. I don't want that to mess up. I want to keep that. I thought that was just too cute. All right. Okay, yeah. Had to stop and think, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and some vintage tickets here. And just barely fits, but that's okay. I'll make do for what I have. Let's go ahead and put this right here. And I'll just try to remember not to go that way. Okay, go that way. And grab, maybe I can, well, see what I'm trying to do then is try not to put that on that paper. Let me do it this way. That'll be fine. I'm going backwards, y'all. Bear with me. Uh, let's see. I'm going to go on the back of this because I don't want this to mess up. So I'm going to go underneath so it doesn't get over on the doesn't print on the parchment. Okay, here we go. It's just a little hangover. Okay. All right. 60 seconds and let's go. And I can do the same for the other, but it's fine. I'm really pleased with that. It's given me a lot of different ideas. Book plates, fabric book plates, different things I can use. I really want to use them. So I need to make a lot of stuff, y'all. I want to be able to have everything finished before the launch. I'll have several launches. But I want to have the main frame of everything in there, and then I can add as I go, and working too. So I work part time, and I tell you, the way things are going now, it almost makes you feel like a girl's got to work full time. Okay, going this way, I'm going to lift that up just for the moment. I don't want that to move. Ooh, that's going to move. It already did this right here. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to go over 60 seconds and we're pressing. And it may have been fine on the parchment, but I thought, let's just do it like that. So with this, as I see it, I want to go buy burlap, is what this is, and make some really cute little burlap designs, Make sure that stays in there. And a lot of different things. You can just take some of this fabric and glue them. We're going to make projects with these and glue them or use the heat and bond and adhere them to different projects. It'll work. Now with the nylon ribbon that I did previously on the last video, there's lots of things you could do with that, but being it was an experiment, it worked fine for what I needed it for. So right here then, that's really hot. On the back it showed that it is I didn't reverse it, but it's an experiment, right? So let me put that here. So bear in mind, when I printed this out, it wasn't reversed. So I want to keep the sheet. See how it's backwards right there? But the understanding is that it does do that very well on there. And if you wanted to, you can very well just take something and, you can glue this with the lettering on the front right there, which is really nice to do. But it works great. I'm really pleased with that. But I a lot of these designs, I pull them up and I just want to try them. So if you're going to do anything, if you have these, make sure your wording is flipped. So it's reversed. So if you're looking at your design this way, it needs to be reversed when you're looking at it. So when it's on your design, it will work. But again, this is just an experiment, right? This worked fine. And if I wanted to, I could very well just flip it over, put that there, or just so many different things. Use this for like a backdrop for other things. It's not going to waste. Okay, so now I want to go grab, I've got so many parchment here. I want to grab some of this felt. Let's do this yellow since that was a flower. It was a yellow flower. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to take these flowers and I'm going to lay it over top. Try to center it as I can. Okay, get my other parchment, put it on top. Right? We saw the last one. If you did not, please go check that out. I tend to put the previous video at the end of these videos, at the end of each crafting video. So go take a look at those or wait to the end and go ahead and click on that last video that we did, the previous one, this one. I think I said that correctly. Now this is outlined and it's going to not need to be reversed, if you will. Okay. I'm interested to see what the color features do on the felt. I'm really interested in that because it opens up a lot of different crafting ideas that we can use in our journals and other projects, really. Okay, 60 seconds. What I did, lift it up. I didn't smooth it over. You don't want to do that because it'll distort your image. Pick it up and lay it down, just like an easy press or a heat press, if you will. Like the clamshell ones is what I was referring to. Okay. I need to get a bunch of these things done so I can start making journals again. I'm I'm needing things like this so I can use them in the journals. I've been, like I mentioned in the last video, I have been making doilies for the journal kits. So they'll have fabric, you'll have scrap fabric, you'll have die cuts. I mean, these kits are already ready to go. You can use them for that particular craft or use them in your own, whatever you desire. All right, lifting up, putting it back on the platform here. Right. All right. Boy, howdy, that is hot. Let it cool just a little. Here we go. Oh, I mean, I'm going to have to beat me some more of this felt. Of course, you know, this right here, we're going to use that. Stay tuned for that. But this is lovely. Look how pretty that turned out. Yes. Now, take this, put it in. You can turn them into pockets, put them in your journals. Um, we're going to be making these, y'all. Trust me. Yes, we are. Okay. Let me let me see what kind of prints I have. I have a purple. I don't know if the purple would I want to try see this one right here. Did I have a pink? Let me see. I do have a pink. I'm thinking to use the pink, friends. Yes, let's do the pink. All right. I found these and I thought, you know what? We've got to use them. Okay, in this design, I don't know if you can see, there's a faint hint of these flowers and the polka dots. Let's see what this gives us. Alrighty. Y'all, I found a new toy. And my printer is a Epson 2400. It's a ET, I believe, 2400. I think I can see it from here. Yes, ET 2400. It's an eco tank, and it's very affordable. And I just converted it with sublimation ink, and I use them. I use this particular one for journals and crafts, and so I'm thinking, y'all. So as we move along, you'll see a lot of these different crafts in the videos, how to use them, and different variations of if they are working, if they work, if they don't work, if they're this experiment, if this experimented, I'll get it right. If this experiment failed, did it work? So I have a cross on my wall for, and it gives the scripture sentiment of Luke 1:37. With God, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Amen. With man, everything's impossible, but with God, nothing is impossible. All things are possible with Him, but you got to come through Jesus to experience those things. I think I like these little felt sheets. These are going to be great. I'll have some lace in the kits. Lots of good stuff. If there's a specific kit that you would like to see for junk journals, let me know. I'll see if I can't accommodate it for you. Okay, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Big reveal. Okay. Not so good, but that's okay because now we know, right? If something didn't turn out the way you anticipated, don't worry. It's not a fail, it's an experiment. Okay? So with that, it has the hint of different colors. So with these right here, I will remember on the next one to use something that will enhance those things that the prints on here. Maybe a white. I'll remember that. I don't have any white right now, but this is not a fail because I can really use this for flowers, for pockets. Yes. Let's try one more felt. Um, Yellow? Do I have something that has yellow that would pull the yellow out? Um, this one's green. Cause see, that one I just used. I'm gonna have to get a white. Let me pull out a green. Let's see if we can't do this green here. Have that too dark. Let me do this here. Looking yellow. Let's do green. Well, I guess I'm hearing somebody popping leftover firecrackers. I'm like, it's over, folks. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I quite like that. I think that's cute. And I did do this with the tissue paper, and I shared that with you where I had already printed and then went back over it again with another variation of sublimation print. Let me find it for you. Hold on. I got a big old tub here. Let me see if I can't pull it out for you. Bear with me. Oops. Hit my camera. Hang in there. I mean, this is a huge plastic tub where I have all my sublimation things in it, or things that I've made ready for projects. And okay, just can't. And on top of what I already have on my craft table, I just can't pull it all in there at once. But hang in there with me. I think it was in here. But I was trying to show. I wanted to show you then. Might be here on the top and I didn't notice it. Yes, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. It was right on the top. I was digging way in the bottom. Okay, let me get myself comfy. This right here is where I was kind of referring to. Now this one is a napkin, okay? And I sublimated on that. And what I did is I took another one and I put it on top of this one. We're going to do that. I'm going to lay this here. This one's already done. This one had a floral script, and then I put these little travel stamped sublimation sheet on top of that. So you can see that. And this is tissue paper. Okay. So this one we'll use in a project soon. And that really did turn out really cute. But what I was referring to with this, then I can get a black. Let's do that. Hold on. I can do a black with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this. And let me turn that over. Sorry. Hit the camera. I'm going to this here. That's the green. Let's finish the green one and then see how much time I got. And we're going to put two sublimation, one on top of the other. Yeah. What's my time looking like? Let me check here. Almost time to go. All right. Let me get this done so we can see where we're at. So I can share with you my ideas. See, 60 seconds, and then what I'll do then, I can put another print on top of that one and see how that does. I quite like the hint of that floral on that pink though. Lots of good ideas, I think. I think I have maybe a little bit left on this one. This little black one right here, which would work. I may just do a separate. I'm thinking, y'all, while this is pressing here. I do like, but the thing is that I'm trying to decide. I like the way that is, those florals are in there. I do like that. Okay. Lifting up, going over, and 60 seconds. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to peek. Oh my. I already love it. I love the felt. I'm going to buy oodles and oodles of felt. Sometimes when I go to Goodwill, I will find these things, and especially when they have back to school, different sales and things. Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely going to do this again. And thinking like I mentioned this here with the floral here, you can put this on cardstock or any kind of a paper or cardboard or whatnot, and it can be its own journal. I really do like this. And so this one even then is tissue or napkin. So I want to do that for y'all. Okay, 60 seconds is up. I'm going to go ahead. You're going to love this, I promise. It's hot. Let me get from this end where it's cooled. Look at that. Woo! I like it. That is pretty. You see that? Look how pretty. You can even see the polka dots in there. Love it. So, color works great with color and it gives it contrast. I do like this. We have the just the lined one where the color doesn't contrast with color, but the black and white on top of the color of the fabric, it works great. Then, okay, experiment, but this is something that will work on burlap. Okay, and if you've done something with burlap, I haven't. This is new to me. I would love to hear what you have experimented with. And this is some scrap fabric that I have had in my stash. Can't remember where it come from or where I got it. If it was Goodwill or something, I think it was Goodwill, or someone gave to me. I don't remember, but this worked as well. Then I had these. I shared with you. This is tissue. And so again, you can just very well, and I really don't want to, I like the way that this is. So what I'm going to do is for the end of our video is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some, um, let's see if I can't get some floral. There's still some ink on these. Let's use some of this. Let's see. Do something quick, Belinda, before it's time to go. Okay, let's try this one. It's as good as any, right? All right. And just to see, so I can share with you what I've done. And this is a used sublimation sheet. And I'm going to do the same process, rinse and repeat, on top of tissue, napkin. And 60 seconds, same thing. And it may just give a hint of color just to make it pop from the bottom. We're going to see. I will go ahead and do this one napkin for you. It's counting down. Halfway. I like to go the full amount because there's not much ink on it, so you might want to go ahead and do the full 60 seconds. It doesn't hurt anything. I've even taken fabric like out of your wherever you buy fabric, and it was gingham, and I took that and I sublimated on that. It was great. Okay, 60 seconds, and I'm going to peek and cheat. A very slight hint. You'll see it. Let me get past this right here. I wouldn't put too many prints on unless you have it to where they'll all blend really well together. But again, every time I look, I want to say this. Every time I look at this, I love it. It just, I can put embroidery in there. I mean, I see a lot of potential with this. Yes. I have an embroidery machine I've had for years. Oh my. It's got to be 40 years old. Almost there. All right. Lift. Set it back on the platform there. And to share with you that you can do this, this is napkin. I already sublimated on it. Now I have taken a used sublimated sheet and put it on top of the one I had already done. And I have pulled this up. Don't throw that away. Now you can see slightly, and it sublimated on the back of the parchment. But if you look at this now, it has a very, very slight hint of that print that was here. Okay? So you can use those. And whenever we do master boards, and it gives it a little bit more character, I think. But again, a plain white napkin. If you remember in a previous video, we did napkins and I printed and I put them through my inkjet printer. And therefore, being able to do that with these types of projects and then pulling the white portion off, you're reusing that white napkin. And you can tell it's a napkin because you see the little pattern there from the napkin. Okay? Thank you for hanging in with me. I'm having so much fun with these, and I hope that you all are having fun as well. If you have a crafting video, or excuse me, a crafting idea that you would like to see, leave me a comment in the description box below. Any kind of inspiration you might have for everybody else who are in this crafty community. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next crafting video. Bye for now.